Oh, hi, I didn't see you there. So, this week I worked on Otti, doing like a little walk cycle and a run cycle. A cutesy little walk cycle and a run cycle. It was actually slightly slower than it should be, so we sped it up when I put it into the scene. And I've been working on the first shot. It's almost done. It has all the different penguins put in. Otti now at the end, he totally jumps into the scene and bounces off and slides and all that stuff. Picks himself up and starts running. A lot of penguins, yes. So I think the only thing now is the tiny little polish tweak. So like the highlights of the highlight of the eyes. I'm going frame by frame now, making sure that they're functional. And yeah, that's about it.
I did see you there. So this week I worked in Coro. There were some issues with the first render test. We noticed that the eyes were kind of flat. So my main focus was to try to bring some of the highlight in the specular light in the eye. I managed. Took me more than I thought to add a bone to blend rig, which is great, but yeah, it's pretty complex. So I needed to add that. I needed to make it change the size, of course, for if your shot is far away. The specular is going to be different. Plus, added the logo to the scene. I don't know if it's even fun, but yes. Basically, the first logo. Of course, the first movie was Blender Internal, while the second movie was Cycles, with the logo being in Blender Internal. And in this one, I almost get away with trying to do it in Blender Internal again, but once you turn on Cycles, then there's this nice little shadows, even for a logo, which is 2D, it's flat, but even then, it looks better. So I took that, added to a shot, and besides that, I think I did some cloud stuff, as always, some Blender.org, Blender Store, and all that stuff. We got our first main feature in Cycles. There's an option now to use or not use ambient occlusion per render layer, which is great, because I was using ambient occlusion with a very short distance in Coral, in the characters, to have this nice, not flat, but almost flattish look that it's a mix between 3D and 2D. I really like that effect, but the mountains, the hills in the background, and all the environments that are much higher scale, they got really flat. So Sergey added this option called Use AO. It's in Cycles, it's in Master. It's going to be in the next release, which is to disable AO per render layer, and it's great. And that way, I can have shadows in the back in the mountains. So before, until now in the cloud, we had many resources that were free, that were just for everybody to access, not only cloud subscribers. But now there is a little free ribbon on the corner of the front page on every project when you're browsing that tells you which ones are accessible by everybody. Which is a little thing, but it actually helps, because that way you can see a preview of how the cloud looks before actually getting into it. On Wednesday, we did the first podcast answering questions we asked on Monday. So check it out in the blog. Overall, production goes fine. We're focusing on the first bit of the movie now. So it's full team, full power in this first part to get the final renders soon. I know I said that last week, but now I mean it. So that's it. Bye.
Hello there. Okay, so what I did this week, I animated some more. Good news is shot 1 and 2 are now pretty much final. We have I'm tweaking last bits. But yeah, you can see here we have the reach, the shot 2 that is pretty much finished. So here I will have to make a final pass with the specular of the eye and then go on and continue to the next shot. I did a little, the cart was changed, the overall shape of the cart. And it was kind of changing my animation. So we had to adjust the shape of the card to the animation in order not to lose time.
Bye.
So this week I worked on. What did I work on? So right, I was supposed to help Pablo finish the first sequence of shots, which are going to be outside in a beautiful snowy environment. So I helped preparing that one. That's actually what you can see here. Today I just added a little background element for it, which is like an oil pump thing that you can see around there in Patagonia in the landscape a lot, and it's going to help making this area just a bit more industrial. So later when we drop into the mines, it doesn't come as a surprise. So that there's still something familiar that you can connect to that. I also worked on the tracks, making the tracks a bit more detailed, and giving it some pebbles. And I also went underground into our cave environment, which Sarah was animating, and I added the environments, the rocks, and the cave backgrounds for the first shot that we have in that environment and that we see there, basically. This is this I started with on Monday, and I started sculpting all the rocks here. Putting all the elements in another cart and some icicles and little plants and that kind of stuff to make it a bit more alive. And then just today I added all the stuff that Sarah was working on. So I added Koro, I added the cart and Otti and the little berries. I still need to work on the placement a little bit, but yeah, I hope this is going to give us an indication of where the shot is going to. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
So,
What? Goodbye.
edit.
Ready?
Alright.
Ready?
Ready.
Do you want to play a game?
Wanna say anything?
No.